Hey everyone, and welcome to the sixth call in the new consultant training webinars for the Southern Romantics team. Today we're talking about making money, building inventory, and money management. Yay! So this is my happy place. You guys all kind of know my story. I was in nonprofit for many years before I started selling Pure Romance. Most often in development and fundraising, but also grant writing. So trying to get money and trying to raise money and then making sure the money went exactly where it was supposed to go. I'm also married to an accountant. Yay. So money is kind of like my favorite thing on the planet. I don't want that to make me sound incredibly greedy. I just like knowing that I'm financially secure because I get nervous about things like that. So it's taken me a hot minute to kind of figure out what my best practices with money are for my business. So I'm excited to share some of that with you today. So the first thing I want to do is share with you how to place a bulk order on the COO. So we know working smarter, not harder is a big fat thing in our business. And so saving money when you are placing your bulk orders is a great way to start. So initially when you start, you're at either a 40 or a 45% buying discount. I'll go ahead and let you know if you want to make more money. It's good to try to get that percentage upped. So if you can get to that 50% mark, that's a really significant raise that you're giving yourself, whether you realize it or not. It makes a big fat difference. So I'm going to share with you all your gorgeous COO that you should be fairly intimately familiar with. Here it is. So when you place your big bulk order, you can just go right up here to the top where it says place order and click on that, or you can click orders, place regular order. And then you can just click through category by category and click what you need to purchase. My recommendation is always, if you've already sold 3 of something in the same scent or flavor and it's offered in a 6-pack, go ahead and buy the 6-pack. You'll save money because the 6-pack is at a discount. I think you're saving about $12 a 6-pack. And you know you're going to sell those products later, or you can do a product trade with somebody. I know we have a couple girls on the team who are anxious about trading products with each other. So if you buy 3 whipped cupcakes and I need 3 whipped cherry berry sorbets, boom, you buy the cupcake, I'll buy the cherry berry. We switched 3 for 3. We both saved a lot of money, but we didn't have to buy 2 individual 6-packs. So it's a great way as a new consultant to save some extra money. On our main page, they will kind of explain to you what is on sale. So right here where it says sales, that will usually give you the daily sale. So that's what's great about Pure Romance is we usually have a sale for your bulk orders every single day. I know this weekend, if you spent over so much, you got an extra percentage off your order. So that's fantastic if you're shopping at that 40 or 45% buying discount. If you hit that sales benchmark, then you could get up to 10 to 15% extra off your order. And then they also had a $19 shipping sale that ended this morning at 11. And once you've been in the business for about 3 days, you start to understand and really look forward to those $19 shipping days. Because you can save a ton of money on shipping. So you'll still have collected all those $7 shipments or shipment payments from your customers, but when your shipping is only $19 instead of, $180 or $300, that's just extra money in your pocket. So yay! So I say if you are plotting it out correctly on those $19 shipping days, that's when you'd want to stock up on heavy things like liquids. So if you have the flexibility and the ability to do that, that's a great opportunity for you. So that's how you place your order. You can also, when you're putting in your parties, you can click when you're processing people's stuff, add to bag. So if it's something that you know you need to order because you don't have it in stock, you can order it straight from your party entry area too. I prefer to do it on these bulk order pages simply because I am working off a spreadsheet and that'll tell me if I need to order a 6-pack or not. If I just go through order by order, then I might miss something and might lose out on some saving. Awesome. So that's what that looks like. Next up, let me check my handy dandy checklist. I want to talk to you guys about building and organizing your inventory. So I have a fantastic little worksheet. This is the handout heavy call, so get excited. If you like handouts, this is the call for you. These are all boring with not a lot of pictures, but a whole lot of words. So I'm going to let you read them at your own leisure. So building and organizing inventory, here's what that's going to look like. But first I wanted to talk to you about some of the benefits of building your inventory. Can you guys still see my full screen, or do you have my cheat sheet? I can't tell. I'm going to stop sharing and read off my cheat sheet real quick. So some of the benefits of carrying a healthy inventory: you're going to increase your party sales, increase your attendance, increase party bookings. Now, I know that might sound kind of weird, but I promise it's so true, you guys. When people realize that they can go home with their stuff that night, they're totally wanting to book a party with you. They've told all their friends, oh my gosh, she carries inventory. You don't have to wait for any of your stuff. Immediate gratification is huge for us ladies. I didn't carry inventory for my first 2 years of business, and that is perfectly fine because I just had to pay my bills. And so I tell you, make sure you're at a point where it makes sense for you to carry inventory. I know a lot of you were really smart when you bought your kits, and you bought kits with inventory already in it, and you saw the value of that. And for that, I give you a big fat thumbs up. But that wasn't my reality when I started this 5 years ago. But I quickly realized that, holy crap, I needed to start carrying inventory as soon as possible. The benefits of carrying inventory also are going to eliminate back orders, which is going to save you on shipping. Yay! You eliminate mistakes. Oh, I'm really good at making mistakes. We all are. We're human. But when you give the customer that thing that night that they wanted, they'll let you know right away if it's not the right flavor or scent, or if it's not what they were expecting. It eliminates customer complaints. Sometimes people get really antsy because they want their stuff right away. So some of the biggest complaints that get taken up to the corporate levels, people didn't receive their products. If you give it to them at the party and they sign for it, there's no way to go to question that because you gave it to them then. It's really easy for things to get lost in the mail or disappear or just never show up, even if your tracking says it did. And also carrying inventory promotes impulse buying, which means higher sales. So think about it like when you're going to the grocery store and you see that pack of gum. You're gonna buy that pack of gum because it looks delicious and it's right there. So if you've got it right there, that's when people are gonna wanna buy it. So here's the little worksheet I've got for you gorgeous ladies. So building and organizing your inventory. Oh look, that's all those things I just said. La 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 la. Stock the items you sell most often first. You can pull a report on that on the CEO Auto under reports. Over on the left-hand side, it'll say purchase history or order history, and that will show you what you order most frequently from corporate. That's also a great way to see what you're selling and what you could possibly upgrade to. So if you're selling a lot of please me, tease me's and you're not selling that many rendezvous, you might want to switch and start showing rendezvous at your party. Here are the ones we recommend stocking first. So you are typically going to sell more liquid line products than toys, just because a lot of women need that self-confidence booster before they feel completely comfortable booking a toy. So 75% of my sales are still the bath and beauty products. So don't worry about stocking toys and having all these toys and such a variety of toys when all these women run is Coochie and Lube. So make sure you are stocking up on Coochie and Lube. And again, make sure that you are shopping your 6-packs and just ordering smart. So the toys that you can begin stocking first, this says Tease Me, Please Me, Playmate, Blind Date, Full Bloom, Rendezvous, and Tom. These are ones that come mostly in your kits. So always err on the higher priced one. So if you get a Just One Touch in your kit, that's great. You might want to upgrade it to a Full Bloom soon. It's about $9 difference, but it has more variety. And then of course, if you're noticing the new kits that we're coming out with, we'll probably have some higher priced luxury items. Those are ones that you're going to want to upgrade some of the products in your kits to as well, so you can get a little bit more money in your pocket. I promise you're not boring me. Jessica got me drunk earlier. Just kidding. Okay, so we say, how much stock do you need to have? You need to have, once you get to a point where you're having parties routinely, 1.5% of your parties. So say that you have 5 parties. So you need to do whatever that is times 1.5%. I imagine it'd be like, I don't know math, you guys, but for real though. So enough for 2 to 3 parties per week. So 5 parties times 1.5. So that says 7.5%, which I know sounds kind of silly, but if you know that your party average is 500, so whatever, $500 in sales times 7. Hold on, I'm doing the math for you guys. So that said it'd be like $3,750, so $3,750 worth of inventory if you're doing 5 parties a week, which is crazy. If you're doing 5 parties a month, that's probably a little bit more accurate. If you're doing 5 parties a week, holy crap. Come on over, let's have a coffee, girl, and talk about it. All right, so organizing your inventory. This is super important, so you know what you have. You want to come up with a system that works for you. If you bring your products into the party, a lot of people opt for the 31 totes. Some people do the Fat Max toolkits that are on rolly wheels. Some people just carry Rubbermaid bins. I keep mine in the back of my car. I have a hatchback, and then I've got the 3 plastic pull-out drawers, and I know where everything is in those drawers. They're alphabetized, they're color-coded, and that way if I'm building my orders out in the car and all I have is my little overhead light in the trunk of my car, then I know exactly what's there and where, how many of it I have left. So finding a way and a system that works for you, I highly encourage. And you can see ways that other women keep their products organized all over the Destination Success page, on the community page, on the COO. So there's tons of ways to do it. There's no right or wrong way. The one thing I would caution you about is if you do decide to take your inventory into the parties, which is awesome, just be aware of how much work it looks like. And I don't want that to sound bad because I know our girls in the Northeast, like all my Buffalo girls, they have to bring their stuff in because it just gets too cold to keep it in their car. Now, if they see you bringing in like 17,000 bags and bins full of stuff and it looks heavy and it's cumbersome and you're taking it up 3 flights of stairs to a top floor apartment, they're going to not necessarily see this job as fun. They're going to look, your customers might see it as like work, like all the crap I have to carry. But that's why one of the reasons I love keeping my stuff in the car is I don't have to haul as much stuff inside. Also, know that if you take your stuff into the party, people can look at and see what you've got. And then they can decide not to buy something if you don't have it, if it's out of stock. So that's another reason why I keep my stuff out in the car is they can't necessarily see what I've got in stock and what I don't. I have a rough idea of what I have available, and if I know I've sold out of something, I can try to ask them if they want it in a different scent, and just double check that they really want it, and I'll just let them know, hey, I'll run out to the car, I'll pack up what I have for you, and I'll mail you what I've already sold out of this week. And that way I still get all their money. They still buy everything they wanted and they don't talk themselves out of something just because you don't have it there that night. I was talking to one of our consultants and I asked her how the party went and she said she only had about $30 in sales. And I was like, for a whole party? And she said, yeah, they just wanted to see what I have. They only bought what I had in stock. You know, she hasn't gotten to the point where she's built up a huge inventory. So I warned her, or I told her, I said, you might just want to keep your inventory in your car for a little bit so that they actually place, you know, what orders for what they really want. They'll be excited to leave with whatever you have and they'll be willing to wait for whatever you need to order. Where to store your inventory. If you have a dedicated office space, this is a great place for you to obviously keep your products so you know that everything is safe in one spot. If you have children at home, maybe a closet that has a lock on it. We don't want, you know, kids finding things that they shouldn't, where you get to have really exciting talks a little bit early on. If you can't keep them completely out of sight, try organizing your products so that the bedroom accessories are on the bottom, lotions, Bath and Body stuff is on the top. So the first thing that anybody nosy would see is just beauty products. Yay! So this just kind of walks you through different ways to carry your stuff. And I'm going to let you guys read that on your own because this is a 5-page long document. Woo! This kind of walks you step by step through like what other awesome people do. Boom. All right, let me close out of the app tab. So tips for smart ordering and maximizing profit. I'm going to share another sheet with you. Okay. So building your inventory to about 2,000 or 2 to 3 parties worth. Invest your profit back into your business until you build your inventory using Heather Pillow's 60/40 split. So this links over to a video on YouTube. If you guys haven't watched it, Heather's got a lot of really awesome videos. So if you find yourself with some extra time, once you're done catching up on all of these amazing webinars that we've recorded for you, you should totally go check out her page. It is a wealth of fantastic information. And the 60/40 split, honestly, I had never heard of it until this year, but it's awesome. And it's a great way if pure romance is extra money for you and you don't need this money right away to like pay down massive debt or to finance your life. This is a great way for you to look at reinvesting into your business. So we know that whatever your percentage is, whatever your buying discount is, when you get a $100 order at a party, say you're at a 45% discount or a 45% commission rate, then you know 55% of that order, or $55 worth of that order, even if you gave them everything that they need, that $55 worth has to replenish what you've already sold them. The extra $45, which would be your commission or your sales, you would split that 60/40. And 60 of it would go back into building your inventory and reinvesting in your business. And 40% of that $45 would go into your pocket until you get to the place where you can split it or switch it, and you can 60% of it goes to your pocket, 40% of it goes back into your inventory. And that's just to help build your inventory, to get it to that $2,000 to $3,000 worth. Once you're at a good, happy place of where your inventory is, then you just keep replacing what you're selling. Unless you want to invest in new items. So I hope that makes sense. I hope watching that video makes a little bit better sense to you too. Stock deep before wide. So build your inventory of 2 to 3 of each item that you demo before you add more demos. So if you're selling Coochie or you're showing Coochie and you're only keeping 2 to 3 Coochie in stock, then we want to make sure that you have more Coochie before you start throwing in Revive or Save My Skin or stuff you're not even really showing at your parties. You're gonna sell what you show. You don't have to carry everything in the catalog unless you get to the point where you have a trailer or a van. And in that position, then we'll definitely be going out for a lot of coffees. Get ready, because I'll be picking your brain because I'm not at that point yet. Stock big or heavy products before your small products to lessen the cost for back order shipments. So lube before a Virgin. And then stock the $45 to $85 range toys before you start stocking the expensive or the cheap ones. And just as a rule, because I love you guys, stop demoing low-end toys. Don't ever demo a $20 toy. People can find the cheapest item in the catalog all by themselves. You don't have to hand it to them on a plate. So purchasing, limit your frequency. I buy 2 bulk orders a month or every 2 weeks. So usually every other Sunday is when I place my big bulk order. I just put myself on a schedule that keeps me consistent. I know when my order's coming. I can tell when my customers, when their back orders are coming, and I know how much to buy for the next round of parties. If you are just oh my God, today's a good sale, and then you shop, and then 3 days later, there's a good sale, so you shop again, it's going to be a little crazy, and you're ending up doing more work in the long run every time you have to process a big order. So I just got to the point where every 2 weeks was sufficient for me. I used to do every single week when I didn't carry inventory, but then I noticed that shipping was eating me alive. Be aware of the shipping chart. This just kind of walks you through the shipping cost per order. Never pay for overnight or 2-day delivery unless it's a big fat emergency. That's why we've got trades. You can trade. If you're oh my God, I need a head turner right now, ask around on the Facebook group. Someone's going to hook you up. So utilize local consents to trade rather than ordering. Remember that when you're trading, be a good sister. Make it convenient for the person. You're the one that they're helping. So go to them. Go to them. Don't make them come to you. If you have to purchase a product, say it's a discontinued product, and the person wants cash instead of a trade, you pay the consultant price, including tax on the full retail, and a couple of bucks for shipping if they're shipping it to you. Never offer to replace a product when you order it. I don't know. what I meant by that. So you can totally replace it just the same. Do not give away product and hope someone will replace it. Oh, I guess that just means just make sure it's a legit trade. Don't just be like, yeah, I got you, boo. Like, get your stuff. Make sure that you follow through on it. Delivery confirmation, yes. Look at the daily sales. If I know, like earlier this week, they had a sale for those men's collections and the Peruvian cocoa berry. Those are awesome. Those would be great giveaways. So if you were able to shop that sale, or like I did a order a couple weeks ago where I got 12 Please Me's. I'm like, what the heck am I going to do with all these? I'm going to give them away. You have a $600 party in April, you get a free vibrating toy. So I didn't pay any money out of pocket for those, so I don't mind not making any money on it if I got a really good party. Aim to earn free product monthly. You guys know about that, right? Every $1,000 that you buy from corporate, you get $50 in free product. That expires on the 15th of every month, and it ships with your next regular order. So just make sure you're taking advantage of that, because you don't want to leave that on the table. Order 6 packs, and there's more resources online. Selling rules, demo what you have in stock, offer packages of what you have in stock. Oh, you got a toy, you bought Playmate, then you should totally get Whipped and a toy tote and a toy cleaner. We talked about packages before. You guys know all about that. Never discount a single item. Offer free product with purchase or discount on multiple items, or a free discount. So same thing. If they just want to buy a toy, if they're like, can you negotiate on the price? Well, did you want to get the cleaner and I'll take 10% off the cleaner too? Yes, you can do that. Don't just be like, oh yeah, here's this and here's a big fat discount on it. You want to make sure you are creating the experience, because if they buy a Playmate and they don't have a lube to go with it, that's not going to be a very fun time. They're going to look at you and be like, Megan, that was terrible. I hate Pure Romance. So you want to make sure they know how to use the product and what products will give them the full Pure Romance experience. There's some math. Always charge shipping. Don't discount shipping. Yeah, people are going to get pissed that they have to pay $7 flat rate shipping. I get it. But, oh damn, now my computer's trying to freeze again. Can you guys see that it's freezing? Yeah, sorry about it. Anyway, so don't discount shipping. Yeah, if they buy a blindfold that's $10 and they gotta pay $7 shipping, all the more reason to try to talk them up into, let me see if I can stop sharing and make it go back to the big screen, and we shall see. But hopefully that will get them to buy a little bit more. The $7 shipping does not hurt as much when you're actually making a legit purchase. I hope that makes sense. Here we go. It's back. Sorry, you guys know I'm really fun with the technical difficulties of my freezy computer, because I have 7 to our wonderful world of Zoom. Anyway, how about I just keep talking to you guys? Cool. Cool. You need to keep a minimum of $5,000 in your bank account, and maybe a couple months once your business really starts growing is a business savings account. So we do wine bottle savings. We talk about all the different savings programs you can implement for your business. I like a small business savings account just so you can start planning a little bit more long-term. I really hope that when you pay for all the extras, but it'll pay for everything else. There you guys are. I see you. Have you been seeing this crazy split screen forever? No. Okay, cool. Awesome. I'm gonna stop sharing and see what's happening. We are at the 10-minute mark. Cool. Now we're at 8 minutes. Thanks, Jessica. I know my computer, it's just so much fun. Oh my God, I love it. So get a small business savings account. I put 25 bucks a week as an auto transfer. So it's 100 bucks a month that I just put in my small business savings account, and then I don't touch it. I also put my override in it, and I don't touch it. So that way, if I want a booth at wedding festivals, if I want to go to training, if I need to fly to Buffalo and I'm like, where am I going to get $300 for a plane ticket to go speak at this training? It's all there in my savings. It's also my May money. My May typically sucks in business, and that's fine. I know that to be true. So I plan vacations in May, but I still need to pay myself so I can still get my mortgage paid and pay my bills. So I have that money in my savings so that when I hit a slow month, I've got something to cover me. Okay, so let me see what else I didn't get to on this page. Hold on. Wait a minute. What should be like, oh God, you guys, I have way too much stuff open. Let's talk about money management and savings, since we're already talking about that a little bit. Saving for a wealthy future. Can everybody see this? Thumbs up. Yay, cool, awesome. Oh, look, Meredith's here. You just filtered in. Hey, honey. I've got you on mute, but I'm really glad you're here.
Hey.
Yay.
Great
Awesome.
to meet y'all.
All right, so we'll finish running through this real quick, and then we'll probably do Q&A afterwards. So saving and different ways to pay yourself. Woo! Some people do a set percentage of your profit. So if you're at a 50% buying discount and you're like, this is great, I'm going to always pay myself that 50% that I earned. That's cool. Or 50% of anything that you earned. Well, if you had $1,000 week, that's awesome because you have $500 in your pocket. But if you had $100 week, you got $50. So sometimes it's hard to plan for the future when you're not sure what your income's going to be. One of the things that I did is I just got to the point where I pay myself a set amount every single week. So that lights the fire under my butt that if I had a crappy week, I've got to figure out a way to come up with at least that much money because I know that much is already set up to auto draft from my business checking to my personal checking so I can pay all my bills. And if it's not there, then I got to get fancy. So that figure out the best way to pay yourself. If this is extra money right now, then hell yeah, just take a little off the top, put it in your personal account, all that kind of fun stuff. If this is your sole income, then you need to get on a payment schedule and pay yourself. You can read all these things because it's 3 pages long. Oh my gosh, look at all these words. So in order to determine how much you want to save, look at your business finances and figure out what you can reasonably save. If it's $50 a party, I do $25 a week. That's $100 a month. That's not a lot, but I also do $20 a week in my wine bottle, but I'm saving that for something completely different. You want to make sure you're creating a plan to save a couple $100s a month. I also put $100 a month into my retirement account. So technically, I'm saving about $300. I'm putting at least $300 to $400 into savings. Plus, I put stuff in my personal savings too. If you're like, I need 4 parties a month to pay for my stuff, then if you hold 5 parties, that 5th party, that goes into your savings. Boom. And then my override goes into my savings. So read all that. Print it out. If you've got a Pure Romance Bible notebook, read it, put it in there, make it awesome. Let me figure out what else I need to tell you guys about. Real quick, I'm going to let you know your homework, and I have one more sheet to share with you. So your homework is how and when are you going to qualify for the Inventory Advantage program? I know lots of you already have. Yay! That's when you put 3 parties into the COO and you're an active consultant. So I want you to challenge yourself. If you haven't qualified or you're not eligible for that yet, make sure that you are, because it's going to be a great way for you to grow your inventory. And I want you to prepare and share 4 examples of planting seeds at your parties. I know we've talked about this a couple times throughout the webinars, but at the beginning of next week's call, I want you to talk about some of the seeds you're going to drop at your parties to get people jacked up and excited. All right. So your income potential with Pure Romance is gonna look like this. Maybe. Here it is. Here we go. Boom. I love this sheet because I love numbers and I love seeing real numbers and not just hypotheticals. So let's say that you're an advanced consultant at 40%, you're doing 8 parties a month, average sales are 600. That means your retail sales are 48, your profit's 1920. That means your free product is going to be $200, right? Yeah, because 4 times 50 is 200. So your income is $2120. If you're up to a 50% buying discount, which is where you want to be, look, you get an extra lifestyle bonus, you get money off your downline, and that's like $3,060. That's still doing 8 parties a month. That's 2 parties a week. And you're getting over $1,000 more than when you're at your 40% discount. If you're at director level, You're getting more money. You're getting more of that. I think I need to update these lifestyle bonuses. Don't let me forget. Will you someone send me a text to remind me to do that, or else you know I'm going to forget before the next time. But you're still making a ton more money than you are when you're an advanced consultant. Advanced director, look at that. That's stupid. I love that. Let's all get there. All of us, get ready. And that's technically us, because we're at 30 girls now on our team. So I think there's like 24 in my first line and 6 in my second. So I'm ready for my overhead check to look like that. Keep it up. Keep up the good work. You guys are killing it. Boom, boom, boom. But these are like, this is legit how you make some money with Pure Romance, which is pretty cool. So look at that. Could you imagine getting $20,000 a month just for giving women orgasms and smooth legs? That's amazing. That's going to be us though. Get ready. Okay. So with that, I am going to, ooh, fancy. I'm going to stop recording. Yay. Thanks everybody. Don't go anywhere.